Alright guys, this is a Pinterest hack which will give you a huge advantage because I know myself after participating in various Facebook groups where Pinterest experts are talking between each other, Pinterest virtual assistants are discussing things. No one ever talked about this method which allows you to see direct repin counts for pins. So no one talks about it. Seems like no one knows. Everyone just complains how Pinterest is unfair that they removed this data from the platform and no one can see it anymore. By the way, I already explained the concept of direct repins vice original pins in one of the videos in this course. You can check it out again. It was somewhere in the beginning, but here I'll need to add another term. It's called the summed up repin counts. So the thing is, whatever it is, direct repin counts or summed up repin counts, we don't have none of this information on Pinterest Smart Feed anymore. And if you have been on the platform for more than 2 years, you know that Pinterest originally used to show under each pin how many pins this specific pin URL has been, how many times the specific pin URL has been repinned. This is what we call direct repins. Alright, and in 2017, Pinterest stopped showing the direct repin counts and started showing instead for each pin the summed up repin counts. Now, if we get back to Tailwind's page where they explain the difference between the direct repins and the summed up repins, they actually quote there the Pinterest's own definition of the term summed up repins. So what Pinterest says, it's the total number of repins and likes the pin has gotten across all of Pinterest. So before, you only saw how many people repinned your copy of that pin, right? Now you're seeing the summed up number. Currently on Pinterest, you are only able to see the summed up repins and only for your own pins. Doesn't matter either it's on your own boards or on other people's boards, just only for your own pins. And by the way, if you use Tailwind, you're also able to see the summed up repins there. And there you can see these numbers for all the pins, not only for yours. When you're just scheduling something on Tailwind or when you're adding pins from Tailwind tribes, Tailwind is showing you there the summed up repinned counts. The thing is that the summed up repins are the total of all pin URLs which include this image, this particular pin image. This means that when you're scheduling something with Tailwind, it might show, let's say, 10,000 repins, summed up repins. But that particular pin URL which you're going to schedule for a repin through Tailwind might have just 2 or 3 repins. So it's not a popular copy of this pin. Knowing the direct repin counts, though, for each individual pin URL is a great advantage for many reasons. First reason is that when you see the direct repin counts, in case you're doing some manual pinning, you're able to repin only the most popular pin copies. So this will be the difference between Tailwind and manual pinning while seeing the direct repins in this case, right? Because you're repinning an actually popular pin URL, and this way you will improve your account's engagement scores. Second, when you make a research on some keywords on Pinterest for your new posts, for example, by seeing direct repin counts, you can analyze which pins of your competitors are doing great, or even your own pins, which of your own pins are doing great. So you keep looking only at the pins that really work fine, and you get inspiration from them. You see what are the descriptions, what keywords they include, and so you apply them to your new pins and new content that you create. Third, seeing the exact repin counts for your own pins allows you to quickly analyze how well your pins are doing on your boards, right? But not only on your boards, also on the group boards. And why I'm emphasizing this, because when you're just looking at your pins at the current version of Pinterest, you are seeing the summed up counts for your own repins, for your own pins. But when you see the direct repin counts while scrolling down the smart feed or your own board, you see that this particular pin has many direct repins, so you can go and check to which board you saved it. You can find these pins with high direct repin counts on some group boards, for example, and you can manually move them to your own boards and help your own boards by doing this. And another awesome thing which Pinterest is hiding right now from us, but you can still see it using my method, is the time when the pin was published. Why do you need this? Well, you might scroll down the feed, find a nice pin, and check, nice I mean with high direct repins, for example, and you can check when was the last time you pinned your own pin to that particular board, and you just want to make sure that if you pin the same pin and it got a high direct repin rates, let's say one day ago, you don't want to pin another pin back to back, right? You want to give it a little bit of time. So, or if it was in the morning, you don't want to pin the same pin in a few hours or in the same day to the same board, right? That's why you might want to see the publication time. You might also want to see the time when some particular successful pins were pinned by other people. So you want to see the publication time of your successful competitors to also know when they tend to publish their content, right? So you see that there is a very successful pin of your competitor which appeared, you don't know when. You see that it got, let's say, 15 direct repins. You want to know at what time this pin happened. At what time? Because probably if they pinned at that time, I've got so many repins that probably if you pin your own pins at the same time, you will also get a similar repin count. Now let's finally check how did I get all these amazing repin counts. With my method, you can see the repin counts for all the pins, your own pins, other people's pins, and all you need to do is just go back in time by using the older version of Pinterest app. Can you do that? Why not? The only limitation is your smartphone brand. As you may know, Apple guys have a pretty closed platform, and you just can't easily install an old version of any app, whatever you want, on an Apple device. But with Android devices, this works so much easier. I hope that most of you guys have at least one old or even currently used Android mobile device, either a smartphone or a tablet. Okay, to start, we will remove our current application of Pinterest. Just press uninstall. Okay. Done. Now we need to go to the browser and search for the site APK Mirror. This site allows you to download old applications of many other popular services, including Pinterest. Here we can search Pinterest. And now we're going to scroll down all the way when it says page, and we need to go to the next one. And we scroll down again because we need to go to the very last page. It will be, as far as I remember, it will be number 4. Close the ad. Next. Actually, now it's already number 5. Okay, on this one, we need to press this button here to download Pinterest 5.22.0. Okay, we scroll down and click on See Available APKs. And now we need to press here on this 5.22. Again, scroll down. And you'll see the button way down here, Download APK. Press it. Okay, save the file. Now we just need to open the file. You see that it shows the security warning. You just click on Settings. And down here, you can type unknown sources. Press it OK and install. Okay, the app is installed. I click Open. And here, let's log in. Okay, I'll just scroll down a little bit so you can see the repin counts. These are the direct repin counts. This popular pin has more than 600 direct repins. You can see the time of publication. All right, so you can follow these steps if you want to download the app from this APK site, or if you want to avoid all this trouble with going to the site, you can just download the same version of the app which I uploaded under the video. Alright guys, before we finish the video, I wanted to remind you that this Pinterest hack is introduced as the secret number 1 in my bonus secrets section, and there is a reason for it. It's a really huge competitive advantage for you to know the direct pin counts for each pin on the platform, not only your own pins, but also you can see the direct pins of people published by pins published by other users. And I encourage you to keep this advantage just for yourself. You paid the money for the course, you paid for this secret bonus, and if you can use it for yourself, and if you can take advantage of it, it's really better not to spread the information, not to give it by emails, etc. I'll never know about it, but the consequence is that you give the information to one person, that other person sends an email to their subscribers, etc. And this way, just by one email, you can make it available to hundreds of other Pinterest users. And so you're losing your competitive advantages, it's first. And second, you need to understand that the more people are using this hack, the more visible it becomes to Pinterest itself. And so we can just easily lose the ability of using these old application versions to see the direct repins. I know the Pinterest can block this for us if they see that too many people start using it. So let's keep it, guys, in secret, and I'll see you in the next video.